global oil market surged with relief as Brent crude fell sharply from $109.77 to $95.07 per barrel. And the US West Texas Intermediate, that is WTI crude, dropped nearly $20 to around $94 per barrel, following the announcement of a 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran. Well, the sharp decline came as traders welcomed the news that the Strait of Hormuz, through which nearly 20% of the world's oil and gas passes daily, would reopen, easing immediate supply fears after weeks of disruption. President Donald Trump made the announcement on his social media platform, that is Truth Social, just 90 minutes before a deadline for a major military strike on Iran. Well, the ceasefire is contingent on Iran agreeing to the safe and immediate reopening of the strategic waterway and marks a temporary pause in escalating tensions between the two nations. Well, let us shed light on a last-minute ceasefire that averts escalation. Notably, Iran's Supreme National Security Council confirmed its acceptance of the ceasefire and announced that formal negotiations with the United States will begin in Islamabad on April 10. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif played a key mediating role, inviting both the delegations to work towards a longer-term peace deal. President Donald Trump emphasized that the 10-point peace proposal submitted by Iran offers a workable basis for ending the conflict that began on February 28. Now, let us understand about the global markets that rely on the renewed optimism. Well, the ceasefire also sent financial markets higher around the world. In the United States, S&P 500 futures surged 2.4%, and US 10-year Treasury futures rose, indicating a shift away from safe haven assets. The Australian dollar and the euro strengthened, while cryptocurrencies gained as traders returned to riskier investments. Meanwhile, in Asia, the impact was especially visible in India, where Interglobe Aviation, that is Indigo shares, jumped 10.98% to rupees 4,737.40, and SpiceJet reached its upper circuit limit at rupees 11.14. Well, broader market indices reflected optimism, with the BSE Sensex climbing 2,839 points to 77,456.11, and the Nifty 50 rising 837 points to 23,961.25. Analysts noted that easing geopolitical tensions and falling oil prices are expected to reduce inflationary pressures and improve macroeconomic stability. Well, why the Strait of Hormuz is critical? Let us break it down. The Strait of Hormuz is a strategic choke point for all the exports from the Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, Iraq, and Iran. And any disruption or threat to this waterway can trigger sharp spikes in global oil prices. And with the ceasefire in place, tankers are expected to resume normal operations, reducing immediate supply risk and calming the energy markets. Well, what are the temporary relief and the long-term uncertainty? Let us shed light on that. Despite the positive market response, experts caution that the ceasefire is temporary, lasting only 2 weeks. And its success depends on coordination with Iranian armed forces, and the durability of a lasting peace remains uncertain. Analysts warn that if negotiations fail, markets could see renewed volatility, particularly in energy sectors. Well, there is definitely a calm amid caution. The US-Iran ceasefire has temporarily eased market anxiety, with crude oil prices falling sharply and equities rebounding. While short-term relief is evident, the long-term stability of energy markets and global inflation will depend on whether the negotiations lead to a sustainable agreement. And for now, investors are cautiously optimistic, enjoying a brief reprieve from the risk premium that dominated the recent weeks. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.